What's going on, Knuckleheads? GCam Gaming here with another Pokemon Unite video for you. And we're getting another update full of patch notes. Now, before anybody gets too excited, no, Blastoise is not included in the update. But there is some big buffs coming to some big characters that I personally like to play. There's some big nerfs, or maybe little nerfs, coming to some characters who are very, very popular in the high ELOs. So let's get into it and see what we're working with. So it says here on NintendoLife.com there's going to be bug fixes, text fixes, shop updates, and changes are being made to some Pokemon stats and move to adjust the balance of Unite battles. So far, I think they put out 2 updates or 2 patches in the first month of the game being out. So I think they are really dedicated to making each champion good in this game, which I really do like. It was kind of heartbreaking to start off as Garchomp, one of my favorite Pokemon, and be really committed to playing Garchomp, and then realizing he's not it. But I actually just found out about an awesome combo that you could do with Garchomp yesterday, which involves his Dragon moves and Eject Button. But Eject Button actually got a nerf in this, so I was going to include that combo in this video. But with the Eject Button nerf, I have to actually make sure that this is still going to work. So keep your eyes peeled. If it does work, I'll show you a cool combo where you can basically knock a Pokemon back into your team, like the biggest knockback in the game. It involves using Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw, and Eject Button all, kind of at the same time. But I don't know if that's going to work anymore. But let's just get into what actually is happening here with some of these Pokemon. Alright, first we got my boy, Crustal. So Crustal's a really cool Pokemon. I actually wanted to play him early on. I've played a couple games with him. He's pretty cool. They buffed Stealth Rock, so cooldown reduction and damage dealt to opposing Pokemon is increased, so more damage over time. And now Rock Tomb is going to deal more damage to opposing Pokemon. I don't know if... So, I always said there's really 2 ways to play Crustal. I feel like you have to go X-Scissor just because it has that big knockback, so it can be used as a support move as well as an offensive move. You can either go Shell Smash to be a more offensive, run them down kind of Pokemon, or you can go Rock Tomb. Some people are like, nah, you gotta go Shell Smash. But honestly, if I'm playing on a team with a lot of damage, I need that CC, Rock Tomb is a great move, right? It doesn't mean it's better than Shell Smash, but your team might need that CC, right? So Crustal main should be able to, I can be an attacker, I can be a support, right? So I said when I did my first preview video of Crustal, this is going to be a great Pokemon in the hands of skilled players because they have to be diverse and meet their team's needs depending on their comp. Then finally, all rejoice, my boy Garchomp has gotten his buff. Movement speed changed. What his movement speed has changed to, I don't know. I mean, he couldn't get any slower. He was already one of the slowest Pokemon in the game. And I felt like his attack speed was insane when he was Garchomp. Garchomp is one of the only Pokemon that can solo Rotoms, Dreadnoughts, and I think even high enough level he can solo Zapdos, pretty easily. And the problem is he's just so slow, right? So the problem with Garchomp is he's got a weak early game. But also, he's slow, so all you have to do is run away from him. But now they're increasing the damage dealt on Bulldoze, which is an early game move, which might make him a little stronger early game, right? And cooldown reduction on Dragon Rush. So, again, Dig is really, really good. I have never run him with the Dragon moves, but I'm going to, if this combo works that I was telling you about earlier in the video with that huge knockback, you kind of are required to run Garchomp with those Dragon moves. Now, this combo is going to involve some skill, so keep an eye out. Hopefully, it still works after this update that's coming, and I can get you guys a video on that. So, I'm really excited to get back into playing Garchomp, possibly. I'm not going to lie, I've been liking Venusaur a lot. I've been wanting to try out a more tankier build on Ninetales. I still think I'm going to double down on the tanky build on Garchomp. I'm going to revamp that tank build because there are some items that are a little better that I'm starting to realize, like a Buddy Barrier. Possibly Score Shield might be pretty good on Garchomp. and maybe if he's actually as fast, if he's actually now a fast Pokemon, or at least a medium tier Pokemon, maybe we're looking at an attack way to be somebody who can score a lot. Downside with Slobo, right? Surf, the duration of effects on opposing Pokemon is decreased. This is a bummer because I was actually going to record a video tomorrow, still am, on Slobo in the jungle. So everybody knows my boy Statue School plays Slobo in the jungle. We're going to be collabing on a video. I still think Slobo is going to be a viable option, and I think he's still going to be viable in the jungle. And he actually got a damage increase on Skull. So, you know, he's getting more damage, right? So a little bit less CC, but he really does have CC for days. And a little more damage, especially if you're going to be jungling him, which I know is not a popular option, but I think is a good option. It's really not a bad idea to have that extra CC. And now, rest in peace, Sauce McGavin. The Snorlax nerf is here. I feel bad for my boy, you know? Heavy Slam's getting a damage decrease. Probably not a huge damage decrease. I feel like this is going to be very similar to the Cinderace nerf, where it's like a slap on the wrist, right? So he's still, I think Snorlax is still going to be viable. He's still one of the best defenders in the game. And you're still going to see a lot of Snorlax in the high ELOs because they didn't do anything to his CC with Heavy Slam, and Heavy Slam is still one of the best CC moves in the game. It's just not going to do as much damage. Personally, I felt like it did a little too much damage. There's too much time I was getting sniped by Snorlaxes, and I was like, this just should not be happening. Block. The duration of effects on opposing Pokemon decreased. So I think he's going to have block the same amount of time. It's just that little stun that it gives. I don't think it's going to be as long, right? I think it's just going to be a quick little knockback, and I don't think you're really going to get that stun like you were getting on block, which I think makes maybe Yawn a little more viable. I still don't think Yawn is going to be better than block, but, you know, hey, some players, it'd be like that. They want to be running Yawn instead of block. But Flail... Flail got a move upgrade, so who knows what's going to happen with Flail now. Now, there's no CC on Flail, so, you know, I just don't see it being a thing. But, you know, if anybody out there is a Snorlax main that runs Flail and Yawn, and you've somehow gotten the Master rank, you're probably a cheater. So, yeah. And they nerfed his Power Nap move, HP Restoration Decrease. Again, this was a move that I felt like was a little broken. He was able to go from like no HP to basically full HP when running this. But it was fitting to the character, so I understand why they went that way. I don't know. I feel bad for Snorlax players, but I think that they'll still be relatively useful. Greninja with the downgrade on Smokescreen, the cooldown is lengthened. I don't actually think that this is that big a deal for Greninja players. It just because this is his escape move, right? So all they're doing is making it a longer cooldown. So what was happening is he was escaping and then able to go grab a berry and come right back into battle and have another escape, or escaping, getting a little bit of HP, coming back in, escaping. He was kiting the hell out of people. And, you know, Greninja's already a kiting machine. I feel like putting a little bit more of a cooldown on this means if he's going to use this to get out, he's got to get out. He can't just keep coming in and out of battles, like escaping, coming back in. And I think that's what the most annoying thing that Greninja does early game is that. They also reduce the cooldown on Water Shuriken, but they did increase the damage. So, I don't know. That's kind of a cool thing. So I don't really look at that as a nerf because you're getting a damage increase. I look at it like a trade. And then Double Team, the cooldown is reduced. This move is a little weird because I feel like if you're really just like pay attention, you kind of know which one is the real one. But I don't know. I feel like it's not random enough which one is the real one. It's a little too obvious. I feel like maybe I'm just that good. Wigglytuff. The Unite move got some bug fixes, so Wigglytuff still going to be out there. Jorkel's Wigglytuff is still going to be rocking people on the McGavin stream. Cinderace. Basic attack bug fixes, so these are just bug fixes. Alola Ninetales also got some bug fixes. Gardevoir, bug fixes. So nobody's getting... So these are just bug fixes. No nerfs or buffs for those Pokemon. Wild Pokemon, Avalugg. I don't know anybody who's doing quick matches, so who cares? It's got a stat decrease though. And the battle items, the eject button got a stat decrease. So I don't know what that means. It sounds like the range of it or the cooldown. I guess it would have said cooldown if it was cooldown. So I guess it's like the range. I don't know if this might affect, like I said, that Garchomp combo I was talking about. I have to test that out. But we got the Goal Getter and the Fluffy Tail stat increases, as well as an X attack stat increase. So I think that they really... This is my issue with eject button, is it's so much better than any of the other items. You would be a fool to run anything else. But who knows, maybe with Fluffy Tail, you can clear out the jungle much quicker. I don't know what it's going to do now. I never thought Goal Getter was really that great of an item. But perhaps with X Attack, you can really win some games early on. Or win some battles early on. I don't really know that any of these are still going to be better than eject button. You kind of need that flash. It's part of the MOBA experience. Well, that's pretty much all I got for you today, Knuckleheads. Please remember to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, ding that little bell for some notifications, and as always, remember to knuckle up.
We realized as we unraveled our disguise,
GKM Gaming merch is finally here. That's right, we got 3 t-shirts available for you at the merch store. Link is obviously in the description of the video. We got the Clay Top 1. Obviously, you need this, right? Everybody loves Minor Clay. I'm using him in my arena team right now. We've got the new GKM Gaming straight logo right on the chest, right? We got a little side thing going. You got the GKM on the side in gold. We really do that stuff here. Look at this guy. He's just looking like a real Chad. We've got it in a bunch of different colors. And of course, we've got the Jester Go-Go Raids When t-shirt, because Jester Go-Go always wants to know when her raid's coming.